Welcome into the Quakes Postgame Show. Sammy O'Brien alongside Zach Bigley, and we'll recap every home game the Quakes have here at LoanMart Field today. Day baseball, actually morning baseball, 10:35 start. Quakes get the win and complete the sweep over the Stockton Ports. 12-10 the final. As you can tell from that final score, offense heavy game. The Quakes got down 6-0 with Adam Bray on the hill to start, and then Zach, offense on both sides actually exploded this game.
It really did. A tough start for Adam Bray, and look, it's been a tough start the last couple times out for Adam Bray, but the offense able to pick him up. They were able to give him the win the last time out. Not able to do that here this time, but 5 home runs from 5 different players on the offensive side. Very impressive that they were able to pull that off. And then also, any way you look at it, this is a big win for the Quakes. Able to finish off the homestand, go into an off day as well with the winning streak, and then going up to San Jose, a team that you took 3 out of 4 against on the road trip coming up. It looks pretty good going forward.
I spoke with Brant Whiting after the game, 4 for 4 in just his second game as a Quake, and here's his interview. Your post game with Brant Whiting. Brant, just your second game here, you go 4 for 4 at the plate with a home run. What got into you today?
Well, actually, I got to give credit to our hitting coach, Jay Gibbons. He made a little adjustment with my back foot, and it kind of helped me stay back on the ball and see it a lot better. So I said, hey, let's try it today, and I guess the results showed on the field. So pretty happy about that.
It was a wild game. You hit your first home run as a Quake. That tied it. Then later in the game, the go-ahead run, you ended up scoring. If you can explain how wild of a game this was, especially day baseball in the heat.
Yeah, you know, it's already a tough game, waking up at 10:30, and then we got the heat, and I guess the bats were just hot today for both teams. Like I said to my coaches, it kind of felt like everything I put down as a sign they were hitting, and everything they put down as a sign we were hitting. So it's just one of those days where the last run, the score, I mean, that's how it is all the time, but last team hitting is going to win. So we were luckily the last one.
It must have been nice to do this in front of your parents who are here today. You're a local kid from Fullerton. Yeah. How nice was it to have them here for this?
Oh, it's always great to play in front of the parents. They haven't been able to watch me much in pro ball just because I've been playing more on the East Coast and they're from out here. So they're loving it, loving being able to watch me play. And I'm staying at home, so kind of nice to get a home-cooked meal again. So it's very nice.
Yeah, I mean, you've been playing with AA, AAA a good amount. How nice is it to be so close to home, staying at home?
Very, very nice. I mean, you don't often get that in pro ball. You're traveling all over the place, so it's nice to feel a sense of home and family, for sure. And
your teammate from college at Stanford, where you went, Drew Jackson, had a big day at the plate as well. How comfortable was it to have him here before you to kind of ease you in?
Yeah, I mean, you can't put words to it. It's nice to have a guy that you played with. I played with him for 2 years, so it kind of helped me ease into the locker room and meet the other guys. So, I mean, we have a pretty good relationship already, so that was awesome to have him here.
So with the 12-10 win over the Stockton Ports today, Quakes complete the sweep, move to 16-10 on the season, officially a half game up on the Indian Empire 66ers for first place in the South, though they have yet to play there later on today. And Zach, what a homestand, 6-1. This was a great time for the Quakes to shine.
Yeah, a couple walk-offs as well. K-Bear Ruiz walk-off home run for a 3-run shot last night when their Quakes were down 2. One of the most exciting wins of the year for Rancho Cucamonga. And then also a Johan Mieses RBI single a few games back against San Jose for a walk-off. Really fun homestand, really important homestand for the Quakes to pick up these victories, because even though we are early on in the second half, all these wins matter. I mean, the Quakes only finished 2 games out back in the first half, so every single win is important. When the Quakes can take advantage of struggling teams up in the north, separate themselves a little bit, and then hopefully Inland Empire can start losing some games and the Quakes can find that separation once again, because these are the important times in the middle of the season when you're starting to get a little tired, you're dogging a little bit. The Quakes are picking up these victories, and they're come from behind victories too, showing a lot of resiliency. So a lot of good signs right now from the Quakes, and on top of it, they get Mitch White back in the rotation, just activated off the DL and joined the team. So hopefully he'll be back in San Jose, inserted into the rotation, and that's another big plus for the Quakes.
That's huge. Off day tomorrow. The Quakes then travel to San Jose to take on one of those struggling teams Zach mentioned. They took 3 of 4 from them on this homestand. Well, the Quakes are off tomorrow. They get the win 12 today here at home. Sweep the Stockton Ports, wrapping up a 7-game homestand on which they went 6-1 over. For the Quakes postgame show, I'm Sammy O'Brien alongside Zach Bigley, and we'll see you guys next Monday.